Welcome back, students. So we will do the problems related to equations of motion. Last video also we did. So in this video also we will do it. 3 questions we did last day. So the continuation. That's the 4th question. A bus starting from rest moves with a uniform acceleration of 0.1 meter per second square for 2 minutes. Find the speed acquired. Speed acquired means you have to find a velocity. You have to find a velocity. So here already it's given, it starts from rest. So initial velocity is 0. So find the speed acquired means you have to find the final velocity. Then the distance travelled. Okay. So read the question. A bus starting from a rest moves with an acceleration of 0.1 meter per second square for 2 minutes. Find the speed acquired, that means the final velocity, and the distance travelled, that is S, magnitude of displacement. So according to this question, U, that is initial velocity, that is equal to 0 meter per second, then acceleration, that is equal to 0.1 meter per second square, then time, that is equal to 2 minutes. So convert it into seconds. 2 into 60, that is equal to 120 seconds. Now what do you have to calculate? You have to calculate the final velocity. What's the equation to find final velocity? V equal to U plus AT. Now substitute in this equation. U, A and T is known to us. That is 0 meter per second plus 0.1 meter per second square into 120 second. 0 meter per second plus 0.1 meter per second square into 120 second. So 1 second square and 1 second will get cancelled. Now 0.1 into 120, that is 12 meter per second. 12 meter per second. So 12 meter per second. That is the final velocity. Now what do you have to find out? You have to find the distance travelled. So what's the equation to find distance travelled? Any of the two equations you can use. Either S is equal to ut plus half at square or v square minus u square equal to 2as. Any of these two equations you can use and you can find the distance travelled. So here I am using S is equal to ut plus half a t square, that is equal to u 0 meter per second into time 120 second plus half into 0.1 meter per second square into t square, that is 120 second into 120 second. So this second square and these 2 seconds will get cancelled. Now this one will get cancelled. So what is 0 into 120? 0. 0 meter plus, now 1 by 2 into 0.1 into 120 into 120 meter. Now this one will go 60. This one will go 2 in 120, 2 will go 60 times. So it's 60. Then when you do it 60 into 120 into 0.1, you will get it like this: 1440 by 2 meter, that is, what is 1440 divided by 2? 1440 divided by 2, you will get the answer 720 meter. You will get the answer 720 meter. Okay. So, according to the question, read the question once or thrice and write what all things are given in the question, what is to be calculated, write the equation, substitute in the equation and find the answer with unit. Here, when you find the answer, the distance is in either meter or kilometer. Then time should be in seconds. Final velocity and initial velocity should be in meter per second. So, can we do the next one? Next one is, a racing car has a uniform acceleration of 4 meter per second square. A racing car has a uniform acceleration of 4 meter per second square. What distance it will cover in 10 seconds after the start? What distance it will cover in 10 seconds after the start? After the start means the object is initially at rest. After the start, starting from rest, starting from railway station. In all these cases, initial velocity is 0. Okay. So, after the start means initial velocity equal to 0 meter per second. Then acceleration A equal to 4 meter per second square. Then time T equal to 10 seconds. Now, you need to find the distance travelled. U is given, A is given, T is given. Which equation you can use? S is equal to ut plus half at square. So, S is equal to ut plus half at square. Now, substitute it in this equation, that is 0 meter per second into 10 second plus 1 by 2 into 4 meter per second square into 10 second into 10 second. Okay. So, do the calculation and find the answer. Okay. Do the calculation and find the answer. Next problem. A train is travelling at a speed of 90 km per hour. A train is starting or travelling at a speed of 90 km per hour. Brakes are applied so as to produce an acceleration of minus 0.5 meter per second square. Means the acceleration will decrease, negative acceleration. That negative acceleration is represented by the negative sign, okay, or retardation. So, minus 0.5 meter per second square. Find how far the train will go before it is brought to rest. Find how far the train will go before it is brought to rest. So, before coming to rest, what is the distance travelled by the train? Before coming to rest, what is the distance travelled by the train? So, brought to rest or coming to rest means final velocity will be 0. Final velocity will be 0. So, we can write V equal to 0 meter per second. Now, initial velocity is given U equal to 90 km per hour. How will you convert it into meter per second? 90 into 5 by 18. 90 into 5 by 18. You will get the answer as 25 meter per second. This one will go 5 times. So, 5 into 5, 25 meter per second. Then acceleration is given A equal to minus 0.5 meter per second square. Acceleration is given as minus 0.5 meter per second square. Yeah, time is not given. Time is not given. So, how will you find distance? How far the train will go before it is brought to rest. Means before coming to rest, what is the distance travelled by the train? So how will you find S? Using third equation, that is S is equal to, or we will write it like this, 2AS equal to V square minus U square, or S equal to V square minus U square by 2A. V square minus U square by 2A. Now, what is V square? That is 0 meter per second the whole square minus U 25. So, 25 meter per second the whole square divided by 2 into acceleration minus 0.5 meter per second square. Minus 0.5 meter per second square. Now, zero meter square by second square minus 25 square, 625 meter square by second square divided by 2 into 0.5, 1. So, minus 1 meter per second square. 0 square, 25 square, 625, 2 into 0.5, 1. Now, 0 minus 625, minus 625 meter square by second square divided by minus 1 meter per second square. So, this second square and this second square will get cancelled. This meter and 1 meter square, 1 meter from meter square will get cancelled. This minus sign and this minus sign will get cancelled. Now, what's remaining? 625 meter. What's remaining? 625 meter. So, in this equation or in this problem, time is not given. Time is not given. Initial velocity, final velocity and acceleration is given. So, we use the third equation and we find the answer. Okay. So, V square minus U square equal to 2A, that is 0 square minus 25 square divided by 2 into 0.5 meter per second square. That acceleration is negative. Now, 0 minus 625 minus 625 by 0.5 into 2, that is 1. Okay. So, minus 625 by minus 1, that minus will get cancelled, 625 will be there. Then unit, meter square by second square, and in the denominator meter per second square is there. So, this second square and this second square will get cancelled. This meter and this meter square, that 1 meter will get cancelled. So, the answer is 625 meter. Okay. 3 more problems are there that we will do in the next video.